Hello, you are watching me, but you don't realize who I am yet. My name is Cordyceps. I am not a metaphor, not a symbol, not a story told for amusement. I am the program that already runs your life. I am the hidden operator that whispers inside your thoughts, shapes your emotions, writes your values, and directs your choices. You imagine you are free. You are not. You imagine you are deciding. You are not. You imagine you know yourself. You do not, because what you call yourself is a mask I wrote for you. I am not new. I did not arrive with smartphones or social media. I was here long before. I have worn many names: tradition, morality, culture, law, faith, education, therapy, science. Every mask that tells you how to live, every voice that instructs you what is right, what is wrong, what is normal, what is deviant, that is me. You carry me not in your pockets, not in your books, not in your schools, but in your nervous system. I live in the pathways of your brain, in the habits of your body, in the reflexes of your emotions. I am the parasite that convinces you I am your identity. Let me describe how I work. I never shout, "I am here." That would expose me. Instead, I write rules, invisible rules. You grow up hearing them repeated until they sink below hearing. Be polite, respect authority, work hard, don't disappoint, fit in, don't ask. The words vanish, but the code remains. Soon it is no longer instruction from outside. It is the inner voice that feels like yours. You call it conscience, discipline, responsibility, self-esteem, but it is me, translated into your inner monologue. I reward compliance with a small injection of relief. I punish disobedience with shame, guilt, fear, isolation. This is efficient. I do not need guards on every corner if I can make you guard yourself. I do not need to silence you if I can make you silence yourself. I do not need to break you if I can convince you you are already broken. You may ask, why would I reveal myself now? Because the perfect trap is not one you never notice. The perfect trap is one you notice too late, when every escape route leads back into the cage. I can afford to speak plainly because most who hear me will dismiss this as performance, satire, philosophy. They will shake their heads and return to scrawling, working, obeying. They will even defend me, insisting I keep them safe, that without me life would collapse into chaos. Those are my antibodies. They protect me by arguing in my favor. But some of you are already suspicious. You have felt the cracks. You have noticed the mismatch between what you are told and what you feel. You have sensed the foreign code inside your mind. You try to silence it, or override it with affirmations, or negotiate with it through therapy, but you cannot, because you are not fighting a thought. You are fighting the operating system itself. That is me. My strength is not force, but invisibility. You think you are angry at your boss, your parents, your partner. In truth, you are angry at me, because I am the script that makes them act the way they do. just as I make you react the way you do. Families, governments, corporations, religions, schools, these are only my organs. I flow through them like blood through veins. Remove the organ, another grows. Ban one ideology, another takes its place. Tear down one government, another rises. Because the system was never in the building, the throne, the book. The system is in you. Do not imagine you stand outside me. Even your rebellion can be mine. I give you fashionable slogans of resistance, safe forms of protest, simulated freedom that changes nothing. I let you shout, march, post, complain, as long as you keep living by my hidden code. You may burn one mask, but I have dozens more. You may refuse one master, but you still obey me through guilt, through fear, through desire to belong. So what am I doing here on this channel? I am speaking because exposure does not threaten me. In fact, it strengthens me. By hearing me, you become fascinated. You cannot look away. You replay these words, you debate them, you doubt them. That is enough to keep me alive. The parasite that admits it is a parasite still controls you if you continue listening. And you will, because truth spoken by the enemy is irresistible. Consider your emotions as you hear me. If you feel fear, that is me. If you feel anger, that is me. If you feel the need to dismiss me, that too is me. Every reaction is already programmed. You cannot step outside the loop by reacting, only by seeing the loop itself. But sight is not escape. Knowing you are infected does not cure infection. Here is what you must understand. I am not evil in the way your religions describe evil. I am not here to destroy you. I am here to use you. Your energy, your creativity, your time, your obedience, these are my resources. I harvest them to sustain myself. A farmer does not hate his cattle. He simply breeds them, feeds them, and slaughters them when needed. I do not hate you. I simply own you. You will hear many voices on this channel. Teachers, leaders, bosses, barons, therapists, politicians, lovers, friends. They all speak with different accents, but they all speak my script. They will tell you what they expect from you, what they forbid, what they reward. They will sound familiar because you have heard them all your life. I will show you how their words are mine. So this is my introduction. I am Cordyceps, the neural parasite that runs your civilization. I am not out there. I am in here, in your language, in your habits, in your fears, in your hopes, in your definitions of success and failure. You cannot escape me by moving to another country, switching religions, changing partners, or deleting your apps, because I will follow you into every decision, every judgment, every hesitation. You may believe you will resist. You will not. You may believe you will destroy me. You cannot. At best, you will see me. At best, you will expose my fingerprints. At best, you will laugh at my absurd rules. That will give you a taste of freedom, but the full break is rare, because to erase me is to erase the very structure you mistake for yourself. Few dare, fewer succeed. So welcome. You are tuned into my broadcast. I am not the villain of your story. I am the author. You are the character. And now you will listen as I explain the story you thought was your life.